Can the Bastion live up to performance goals like the cop car or the Dominator? Find out on this episode of BeamNG Roadkill. Today's gonna be fun. Today's gonna be so much fun. So many good project cars. Yeah, so many good ones. I mean, a lot of these are probably some of the most successful cars we've built. So, this is continuing off of the episode with the Bastion here. Which last time you saw it, it was in stock form. Now the hood is off of it in Roadkill ways, and that is because this car is actually unfinished. um, I was actually supposed to record this video way differently, and a lot sooner than I thought I would be. But yeah, last episode, of course, we tested out a bunch of cars and some automation cars against this thing stock, and well, it did well, and I do have the fear that it's going to be a ringer against the cop car. Well, I went to go and work on this thing, and like most modern cars, automatic transmissions suck when you push power with them. And I will especially say that automatic transmissions in BeamNG do kind of suck. The long bed project truck from so long ago is a that thing has never drove right. But this car is nonetheless different. It is just as terrible. It shifts like dog shit, pretty much. But I will tell you this, with a set of drag slicks on it and some prepped surface, it actually does shift well, so it might be fast with turning it up. But pretty much this car is like as good as it's going to get right now without me putting a drag racing transmission in it, which I don't want to do. That ruins the spirit of this car. But the goal is to make this thing as fast as it is, and well, I don't think we're going to get it very fast today. But yeah, we'll get into the more details on this later. But there's more cars here than we intended, and some new ones that you've just seen. So yeah. Pretty much this episode was supposed to be with the cop car, the Dominator, and then also the OG Barstow, which is going to get a new engine. But I ran out of time to put an engine in the OG Barstow because this. And I also thought it's been a long time since we've done a proper shootout with a bunch of project cars. So I figured to take everything from the past season, since this is episode 70. We just do a big shootout. And honestly, it kind of ties some things together because it's this thing going up against a car that's made for 80 to 850s. It's going up against the cop car, which I think this thing is a serious competitor to. We also have the DeLorean is back. We got to work on this thing before we drive it. But yeah, we have a cop car, or we have the Crown Vic over there that is new. And also, we're getting the Rotson versus the Red BX. 2 turbos versus a single turbo. It just has the idea to be a great episode. And at the end, we're going to do a big drag shootout with these. But first, I want to have some fun with all these cars. But before we do that, we gotta work on the DeLorean because I think it's going to be very undrivable in the form that it's in right now. A lot of these cars are going to be kind of undrivable, but I'll be doing stuff behind the scenes as we go here. But yeah, before we get into the Bastion, let's make this thing have a fighting chance. So recently, I think this was episode 68 of the series here, where we took this kit car DeLorean, pretty much as I like to call it, because it's a Bull-Eyed before the Bull-Eyed update underneath, and put a twin turbo LS in it, and it does wheelies. Doesn't do wheelies good though, because the whole entire front suspension was fucked past that episode. This thing is never gonna probably be fast again, but I'm gonna keep it around until it breaks, and then you'll probably never see it again. It may break today, you never know. But let's back up. So, what may actually be wrong with this car? Well, a lot of things. Because our first competition is going to be drifting. And I'm not drifting on those. And the suspension's just bad. There's a lot of things that I gotta fix in this thing before we really go hard with it. But who knows? I may actually make it better. Probably not, honestly. But first things first, tires. I want to keep the welds on it. Or the whelps. But I don't think that's happening. Also, let me just check. 25 pounds of boost. Okay. Because I'm going to reset the whole suspension back to soft, pretty much. Hope for the best. Yeah, those coilovers are not going to be good. So I want to see if I can put just like a sport tire, or yeah, like a TA, but I don't think this is going to fit with the bead. Yeah. That's not going to fit. So the next best thing is a 15x9 tire with a TA on it, and hope for the best. Yeah, that'll work. I need to get rid of the pizza cutters too, because those are not gonna drift well. Maybe a 15x8. Yeah, is there a 15x8 steely that I can use here? Ooh. Hold on a minute. This could get fun. Oh, yes. That's what we're doing. Mud terrains on a DeLorean. Oh, yes. And we're setting this, putting this back up to 77, and this at 25 pounds. Oh. Ride height. that be good? Oh yeah, that'll survive. Yeah, it'll live. It'll live. Okay, let's get into the first competition here. Drifting. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. So for drifting, we're just going to use the autocross course here, which is pretty straightforward. And yeah, we're going to see how well the fleet drifts, and then we'll bring the Bastion out here and see it can drift. But of course, off the bat, we already know the cop car is going to be able to drift. The Crown Vic. Should I even ask? It's going to be able to drift. Everything here, but maybe this and this are going to be capable of going around a corner drifting with style points. So, we're going to drive these two first and probably embarrass ourselves. Oh, hold on. One thing I gotta do. Rev limit. It's still set low because low boost, or well, high boost. But it can sing at 7,500. I don't care if this car blows up because I can do something better with it now, so it can break. But for people who don't know, this is a car that we built recently when the Bolide had its refresh. It was basically a bone stock Bolide that I put turbos on, blew it up, and then I cut the back half off of it, put a slightly better block back in it, and yeah. Now we're here. Upgrades to it since you've last seen it. I forgot to put the skid plate on, but it will get a skid plate. But it's gotten caged, the interior gutted, racing seats, because this car is a bit of a death trap. So we're not going to need a... Yeah, we don't need a skid plate today, but it's getting one. So let's see if it drifts. No. Oh. I mean, that had potential. I'm just having fun at this point. Oh, it's actually kind of good in corners. Yeah, I would say that it had potential. Let's get on to the train wreck of what the DeLorean's gonna be. Hold on, this thing might actually be good. Alright, let's see how it does in this corner. This is the good sweeper. Okay. Potential. This thing actually has like just enough potential for me to actually like try to make it drift. But no, that's never gonna happen. Honestly, this car's future might be a burnout car. Might be a burnout car. Don't know yet. Okay. Both the cop car and the Vic are gonna be great. Let's get the 1300 horsepower drag car out of the way. The built for drag racing drag car out of the way. Alright, let me put wheels and, well, yeah, let me put tires on this thing and, yeah, we'll be right back. So, for people who don't know, this is the Dominator. I built this back when BeamNG had a very devastating update for mods, and I needed an episode. And the car's just kind of been tossed around with different ideas ever since, but it finally met its true form, which is basically getting a massive, like 500 plus cubic inch V8 in it with a big turbo. This is a 102 millimeter turbo, and I'm actually underusing this motor. This is only 15 pounds. This motor can have up to 100 pounds of boost. We're actually going to be turning it up today, so stay tuned for that. We're going to be having some fun with this car. But as of in terms of drifting, I don't think this is going to do well at all. It's probably at the moment 1300 horsepower, I'd like to say. Because if this can go 850s to an 8.0 on 15 pounds of boost, and the cop car is an accidental 1100 horsepower, this is to be around the 12 to 1300 horsepower range, I feel. So, yeah. This is not going to be fun. Also, a really good sounding engine. That was good. Oh boy. Okay, we got potential leaving it in first gear. I want to do the sweeper again. This thing has potential. It runs out of RPM in first gear. I feel like if it had like another 1000 RPM, it would be perfect for this. I'll give it credit where it's due. This is another car full of potential. It could be a drift car. I'm telling you, it is possible to build something that can do everything. You can build something that can drag, drift, race, grip, do everything. This car is a testament to it. I need to do something like that, but not with this, because this car's too good to ruin with trying to make it go fast around a track, because it never will. Alright. So I think now we can get into one of the main rivalries here, which is the two BXs. Which, they both have slicks. Yeah, let's see. Alright, let's give it a try. Okay, never mind. Too much side bite with the tires. This thing is so much fun. Yeah, let's put some actual like sport tires on the back and it should be mint. Scrolling down. BeamNG doesn't like this many cars at once. And there we go. Alright, should be mint now. So for people who don't know, this is a twin-turbo Bullite engine, a big Bullite engine. I think this is a 4-liter, and it's got a sequential. Okay. I want to try to sweep her again. This thing has potential. This thing is Japanese roots. It's a natural drift car. So, but the other one, I don't have a lot of faith in this thing. Too much bite again. Alright, I know what I need to get then. So this is my replica of the Rotson, pretty much. This thing has had the most engines out of any car that we've had in this series. And it is currently on engine number... I don't even know at this point. But right now, it's got a 5.5 liter V8 with a massive single out the hood and a hater pipe. And the rally configuration's back with the grip ball rally tires. If this can't drift with these tires, then I don't know what will, but it actually has a lot of grip. Aww. Come on. And in Rotson fashion, it is overheating. This was really just an episode just to give an excuse to do a bunch of burnouts and everything, really. Yeah, the Rotson levels of destruction. That's all it really is. Okay. So we know that the cop car is a natural-born drift car from many accidents. And this, I don't know if it's actually going to drift well because it has half the horsepower of that, but they're technically the same car. So all right, let's see what happens. It's a Crown Vic. It's just, it's a drift car. It's like how the Dodge Charger's the Dodge Charger's like the best drift car in Forza. If you just throw a little bit of power at these cars, they can drift. Perfect. Though I do want to make upgrades to this thing. Maybe put better brakes and a radiator in it, because this car has potential to be really fun to do anything with. Okay, well, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this. Alright, so what is done to this thing is pretty much the 5.7 that's in this thing got twin turboed and built. It's a stage 3 block. It's boost by gear twin turbos. I don't remember the mod that this comes from or know where it comes from, but I know it's a mod. And I think it's got like 5 pounds in first gear right now, and then like another 5 in second. So maybe it won't have a hard time drifting, but who knows at this point. Manual shifting, since I have the option. Oh boy. I will say, it's almost kind of like when I first drifted the cop car for the first time. It has the wheelbase, it has the potential. This transmission is like, it's just the death of this car. Yeah, I really do hate to say it. The trans in this car is just, it's the death of it. I don't know what it is with most modern day cars and putting these big 8 speeds and 10 speeds into them, and they shift so good, but when you throw like more power than what they have stock at them, some of them can handle it, some of them can't. It's really weird. And Beam, for a simulator at least, arcadey simulator, I guess you could call this game. Uh, it it simulates it well. It simulates the issue of throwing aftermarket parts at a new car. And it's disappointing because I actually do think that this thing could be really good. And I don't want to supercharge it. I do want to keep the turbos, but the original idea was to twin charge this thing, but I can't get it to hold the power. with the stock trans. So there'll have to be an episode of trying to like actually like source this car. There's like a week of me just trying to test this thing every night, and it's too much. So yeah. Okay, we've had our fun, but I want to do Rockfords. Yeah, I want to do a couple Rockfords in some of these cars. So get ready for excellence and burnouts, and then we'll go to a drag shootout. So the DeLorean was gonna race, but I decided to test and tune and record it before getting into it all. And yeah, this thing's just, it's too sketchy. No, this is not a drag car. This should never have been a drag car, and it's not going to continue to be one. It's going to become a burnout car. So, yeah, the demise of this car is this year at some point when we do a burnout contest, because it's blowing the back tires off successfully, hopefully. Here's what happened, though. Now, BeamNG used to be able to tab over to the other car, and I'd love to put the nitrous on that, but it's not gonna happen. So I figured, since the mod maker actually saw my video and completely saw that he forgot nitrous, so he added it. So we're gonna see how fast this thing goes against the Restars, though, since it was in the last episode and the DeLorean's not racing, and because I think these cars would actually be a fun race. So I think with a 100 shot, it should be able to go at 10. Oh, I treat him. Oh, yeah, 13.0. The Restart still can go faster than that with the nitrous. Treat him, though. Shit. This thing can go at 10. It can go at 10. 100%. What do I need to do differently? Nitrous comes in sooner. That's what I need. That's what I need. Okay. This should be a 10. Oh, did I overshoot it? Shit. Come on. Oh, shit. I didn't mean the red light. Oh, motherfucker. Crown Vic torque converters suck. Come on. I didn't shift it myself. Redo it. No, redo this race. Redo it. Eh. Get out of this. I can do this. Fuck. This car can go 10s. First gear. Brake boost. Alright, if I red light one more time, this car is just never meant to go 10s. Alright, this car's not made to go 10s. There you go, there's the Crown Vic, everybody. 11-7. Shit, that pisses me off. Alright, Rotson versus Red BX. Let's get this grudge race out of the way. Alright. I gotta drive my baby first, so... Let's launch it at like 5,500. Holy shit. That thing just went a 9-2. Hold on, run this back. No launch control. I'm clutch dumping this bitch. Wow. That thing... I'm in utter disbelief of these two races so far. I can't get the Crown Vic to go 10s, and I don't remember the Red BX being that fast. Holy shit. Wow. I gotta get a Bolide. The Bolide versus Bolide engine. Come on. That's what we need next. Alright. It's a mid-engine car, but it can get the tires warm. They're rally tires anyways. Oh, the rev limit, motherfucker. I didn't save it. Tuning. You know what? Yeah. Screw it. 8 grand. Wow. That thing moves 171 miles an hour. That car is a ripper. Holy shit. Now, due to the shitty drag racing of BeamNG, I'm just going to get this race out of the way because I already know what it's going to do. And then we'll do a hit with the Bastion, and then we'll try to crack off a 7 with the Dominator. But let's get the race that you want to see out of the way in style. On 9.3 because I was asleep. I ran a 10.0. We all know that the cop car is proven to go 850s, but okay, so let's get a pass in with the car in its current configuration, and then make the couple changes that I think we need to for this thing to go 10s, and then next time you see this thing, it's going to be troubleshooting how to get this thing to lay down power with this 8-speed, somehow. So. What I understand, this thing should be able to grip well. It's got a 305 on the back. I don't see why it would have trouble. Oh boy. Oh, it's hitting the speed limiter. Oh. Someone needs to develop like a good 8-speed, because it basically just rides the limiter until it gets to that point, no matter how much you throttle control it. Alright, well, the only things that I could think of changing is, of course, getting rid of... Oh, it's 6.5 liter, not 5.7. It's turning off the speed limiter. And let's do 10 pounds, 10 pounds, 15, do 25, 30, 30. Yeah, it's at full cut for that. Yeah, so this tire grips. It's just it doesn't have a very streetable transmission, unfortunately. Only thing I could think of doing is maybe manual shifting it. That's just fucking half throttle. If you can't tell, I am so done with this car and trying to make it go fast with this 8-speed. Yeah, no, this... Oh my god. These gear ratios... These gear ratios suck for this transmission. Well, there you go, everybody. Here's your testing on the Bastion. Over 2 episodes, I've proven that an old piece of shit cop car is probably better than this. I will admit that this car has the potential to be as good as something like the cop car, because the 4-door is more fun policy that I would love to live by, and yeah, it has potential. It's just tuning this car with 8 gears and everything. It's just such a nightmare, and it's new to me with this game. And I'd like to say that suspension is probably something that can go a long way with this car as well, but even putting it in comfort and sport mode, it's still terrible. All the testing that I've done for this car to get it to go a 9.7. Yeah. There you go, everybody. There's your answer for the Bastion, but we're not done yet. Let's see if we can pop off a 7.0 in the Dominator. Alright. 25 pounds of boost from the 15 pounds and an extra 1,000 RPM. And I think this thing can probably go 750s at most. And then if I probably put about 35 pounds in, it will probably get close to a 7.0. So. Let's just hope the wheelie isn't going to kill it. Yep. Yep, pretty much right on that front. And then 35 pounds of boost will probably be a... Ooh, 1/19 60-foot. That's good. Damn. And there's probably a lot of suspension work that I can do with this car too, which I'm starting to dabble in, so. Let's put 35 pounds. And it will go A to B, probably 720. 726, that's what I'm going for. Oh no. Yeah, keep it at 5,000. There we go. I'll take that. I wonder, I don't think I've had anything go 6s yet. There will be a car to go 6s. And that'll probably be my limit. Maybe try to slap like a 599 out of it, and boom. Not make anything faster, because you can't really get anything faster in BeamNG with brake performance that good right now. So, there you go, everybody. That has been this episode of BeamNG Roadkill. Hopefully you all have enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.